Welcome to part 2.53 of what my channeled message was from this morning. So, it's always darkest before the dawn. What was in the darkness is being brought to the light. Here we are. So, there's been a door that's been closed. There is a full heaviness that has been released. And the kind of songs that I was tapping into like song frequencies, and Aretha Franklin and George Michael, I knew you were waiting for me, that, and Every Breath You Take by The Police. I've been watching you. So basically the masculine's higher self has connected with their divine feminines, but their 3D bodies, their physical bodies, haven't been able to reconnect to their higher self. So us divine feminines and our higher selves are like besties with the masculine's higher self right now. Because of that, they are trying to now reach up to their higher self. So what has happened, there has been a shift in the programming and ether of the timelines we're in. Now 555 and 444 was relevant to this as well, and the meaning of like 444, I checked, is basically a spiritual protection of your angels, your ancestors, that you're building your no, it was to do with structuring and building your abilities on sturdy foundations. And then 555 means embrace the unexpected, major life shifts, letting go of what no longer serves you. So knowledge is really power here, people. Like, if you understand that, if you just kind of, you know, going down these rabbit holes do you some justice, they actually set you free. So, and it says like, my hands were tied under one of my writings, and then I put underneath highly protected and highly favored. It doesn't matter how much torment and torture you went through, you were highly protected and highly favored in this. So I was drawn to the angels and ancestors. At the bottom we have spring. This has literally been, as soon as Easter Sunday, the beginning of spring, the resurrection of Yeshua, the resurrection of Mary Magdalene. Come on, write this for me. So people took the direction and they're choosing their path. Now spring is here. They are able to see clearly and choose their path, make plans and focus. So divine masculines, I really don't know if this is for you guys, so please listen. When you have karmic relationships and karmic cycles, it is your job to close them. If you don't, it keeps going round and round. Before you know it, you're buried in the box and you're not gonna do the next lifetime that you want, that you dream of, until this karmic cycle has been finished. You can do that in this lifetime. You just have to choose the right way to go about it. There is a major Viking Lagertha, like, fight until Valhalla. Like, that's the like energy, I think, of direction you need to go with this. This isn't even just to do with romantic, it's to do with your life, to do with what God gives you. If you choose to live in a low vibrational setting, that is what you will receive. You ask, you get. That simple. If you think that material goods and flashy belts and watches and everything is going to make you secure in yourself, it's not. When you are secure in yourself, that means your mind, body and soul is connected. It means that your heart space is connected, and that takes so much work that you have to detach from material goods. Now, I have a feeling that this is something that the masculines especially are very rooted in. I've been hearing a lot of masculines personally that I know are in a lot of debt from gambling. So the detachment from materialism, you have to go forward with this, because at the end of the day, this is going to put your it's basically going to set up the rest of your life. And if you're sat there thinking, well, I had XYZ to work towards for my life, you need to reflect. Yeah, you need to sit there and reflect and think, everything that I'm going towards, I'm not happy. It's not hitting, it's not scratching that itch. And you're ignoring your higher self doing that, because you're trying to scratch an itch in your physical body like this, you need to scratch an itch on your mind's eye, right? The thing is, your angels and ancestors are protecting you through this. Like, you have to understand, like, you are highly favored and highly protected whilst you are going through this torment. And at the end of the day, this is an air sign. Everything is, you know, up in the air for you. Shift your perception. You need to make sure you can Uno reverse yourself. So the start of the spring, we are literally 3 days in. You are being challenged in the direction you need to go. If you're going back to something that you know is not a good idea, if you choose ignorance, it's a sin. If you know that this thing isn't good for you and you choose it, you're sinning yourself, no one else, not even the person you're choosing, because they can go and fuck with you. And it's better for them because they're gaining and you're losing. So if you want to lose, it's like that thing. If you're not, if something is you're not choosing, if you're not changing your choosing, you're choosing to have that torment in your life. I would be very deeply careful with what you consider with your futures, especially talking to our masculines. I know we're in the age of sexual energy. We have our little Bratz dolls walking around dressed up in really gimpy outfits, chasing the masculines, keeping them in their sacral chakra. Women using witchcraft to keep their masculines under the thumb. It's being broken. Whether the Jezebels like it or not, I don't care if you send me evil eye for telling you that. You will not get away with it because God is watching. And when you produce this level of hate on someone, if you shed them tears, if you put anger on them, shame on them to shed them tears, God will do his time on you. And you have to be prepared for that. You won't escape it. So if you are, again, going back to my videos, connected to Freemasonry, it's satanic, it's occultic, it's basically connecting to Baal. You are asking to be surviving in hell for the rest of your soul's life. Think again. Shift your perception, people, because you're going to be putting yourself at a very, very risky situation if you're not careful. You have a dream and journey where you want to go. It is being blocked because this came up upside down. And so did the shift your perception. There is so much that is being blocked in the masculines right now, but they are realizing, they are really realizing the void has been cut for them. It's like you're all stuck in the sunken place. And I've written down as well, when the enemy touches you, lightning strikes from God. Like, you are protected through this. But what you have to also show from this protection is that you're grateful for this. You're grateful to keep going, because even just being grateful in this protection, you're given gifts of insight. You're being gifted from God, so you're able to create this discernment for yourself. You know when someone's trying to harness your energy, and you know when someone's trying to put blocks in your way. I've had this for 10 years, and honestly swear to God, I will comfort anyone who does that to me again. My peace means so much to me. You ain't coming in the fucking way of it. You're gonna have to ask Joshua. Trust. That's the thing. I went through my initiation and rites of passage. So do you guys. You have to walk in the valley in the shadows of death to be able to go through the pastures with God, okay? You have to undo everything that you thought you knew, because you are going somewhere sacred. If you look at that lightning of protection as well, connected to my channel. You guys have no idea you're so close to that promised land. Star Mother, the Divine Mother is protecting you. And how can you mother yourself? That's Mary, Mother Mary. Masculines, you have your divine feminines inside you as well. Divine masculines, you need to balance yourselves out with that. You need to have a chat with your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and you. And ask yourself, how can I be mothering to myself? Because I tell you what, yeah, I want sons. I'd be happy with a daughter. I want sons. If I found out that a girl was asking my son for his star sign, astrological chart, what his moon rising is, then hexing him, putting spells on him, oh my God, she has no idea who she's messing with, but she best try it. But what would your mothers say? If you told your mothers, this girl's keeping me entrapped because she's putting love spells on me, or she's putting me down, she's keeping me in a low vibration, and I just want to be high and happy in myself, what would your mothers think? Would your mother actually say, no, you're my cup and you need to do what makes you happy? My mother would. And my mother has. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. There's a lot of you divine masculines that are scared to speak to certain feminines in your life. That's reflecting in your inner heart space. You have to kind of go forward with this, even if it's a sister. Mary Magdalene, if you even pray to Mary Magdalene, beautiful things happen. Like, you don't just have to pray to Yeshua. Pray to Mary Magdalene. I really advise the divine masculines, please pray for the protection of Mary Magdalene. That sisterhood of the rose comes from her heart space. If you can't get a satisfaction from a feminine in the 3D realm, she's your gal. She will give you the divine unconditional love in your heart center, which will help you grow to that. So any recommendations, if you're struggling on how to mother yourself, call on the divine power of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, okay? From this, you guys already know what you want. It's the spells. Like, I'm not joking. Like, Harry Potter's real. Harry Potter is so real. And you know how Dumbledore tells him, love, Harry. Love, unconditional love is what saved you from the darkest of power. Your mother stood in front of you, and all you have to show from it is a scar, untouched. I have scars, but I'm spiritually untouched because I was protected by divine love. So are you. I and I. Do you know what I mean? We are all connected in this cosmos here. Call upon Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. Protect your heart. Do what Lily did with Harry, and like, get your mother to stand in front of you when the darkness comes. That divine feminine energy, because that will protect you. Sorry, my video's coming on. And in that part of you, you're going to be able to get to your heart space and celebrate there. And here we go. You're inside from the void. So from that, at the beginning to here, stop overthinking and face your true north. Now, this goes to what, ooh, maybe that's a little message. It's going to just hit somebody. Maybe that's it. It's just going to hit you. Maybe something's going to fall on your head and it's going to knock you back into sense, you know. But that direction you're going to choose, you're already doing it. You're a key manifester, masculines. Like, you don't realize how powerful your word is. So stop overthinking it, because you're so close. Look at that lightning. Like, God is literally showing the enemy, you fuck with my child, I will fuck with you. You're already doing it, masculines. And to just end this, I want to give the masculines a message from the rose. So it's weird that the Mother Mary popped out, because I feel like these Rebecca Campbell cards really resonate with the Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene energy. And this is purely like a message to the divine masculines from their divine feminines, to like give a word of encouragement, because I think everybody needs their cheerleaders right now. They need their words of encouragement. And if that's tough love from your feminine energy, so be it. 3 cards full on just jumped out, so I'm going to read these. The Great Mother. There we go. Surrender. Surrender to the mystery and trust. Like, so masculines, you are going to need to work with your inner Lagatha. So I don't know if anyone's watched Vikings. Go and watch it. When you watch Lagatha and how have I forgot his name? What's man's main Viking name? How can I remember Björn, their son? Ragnar and Lagatha, the way they fight together. Oh my God. Spiritually, that's like what your divine masculine and feminine need to do. Be Lagatha and Ragnar together. And that's how you will get to your heart space. Okay, surrender to the mystery, trust it. There we go. Come to me, attracting like the rose, receive and desire. That is Lagatha and the Wagner. Do it your way, free yourself, unique. The wild rose. I think, just to end this message, masculines, I think you really need to just keep the courage, keep going. It's really difficult. There's some days where I think you cry and it's very lonely. It's very fucking lonely, man. And I just want to tell you guys that, like, every single tear that somebody gives you to, like, make, like, if somebody makes you upset and cries, like, if somebody is tormenting you, every single tear that falls, God will give you that times 1,000, okay? Mark my words. I pray love and protection over our masculines and feminines. I also do recommend, again, for people to go to Aaron's Indigo Child's TikTok. It's 20 Indigo Child, Indigo 2027, and please watch the Bolt Cutter Prayer, because we are in the biggest part of this spiritual war right now, and a lot of us people in the light are being silenced. So like, follow, share everything you see that is trying to put this message of positivity and light out, because it is all in your divine protection and your children and your children's children. Okay, I love you. Have a blissful day.